Happy Sunday. So good to catch up with you again, lovely ones. I'm here again to talk about the gifts of God in our lives, in our homes. And I'm dwelling mainly on parenting. And talking about parenting, I'm going to mention child training using the reinforcing style. Reinforcing in child upbringing is strengthening the structure of discipline in a child. Parents strengthening that structure of good behavior, of good deed, of compliance in a child. And talking about child reinforcement, there are two types of reinforcement in training a child, in structuring a child's behavior. And the two are the positive and the negative reinforcement. Let me start with the positive reinforcement. In correcting our child, training, upbringing, you may call it guiding, you may call it directing. They are all same. But enforcing is not really the best. If we know how to input these methods of reinforcement, it's going to help us in peacefully and in the right way of bringing up these children at an early age. The first way of reinforcing correction when a child has been becoming very, let me say, disobedient, not complying to what correction you have given. The first way to correct, to put the child online is giving a waiver. This is a waiver. Doing this to the child, giving a waiver. When the child sees you doing this, the child will definitely know that you dislike what the child is doing, that the child will know that he or she is becoming disobedient, and this is a be careful. You don't even need to talk most time, just a waiver. They will understand you and they will take their place. They will fall on online. They will go and sit and stop that thing they are doing that you don't like. So this is called the waiver. Just one finger stroke is a waiver. If you wish, you may say some words with it. Go and sit. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm telling you. Hear me. Go and sit. I'll do this to you if you don't go and sit. That is the first way of reinforcement. The second positive reinforcement is attaching a threat, a subtle threat. So perhaps something you have promised doing or buying for the child. Let me give an example. You might have promised the child to buy him or her a bicycle. And when the child is becoming and unbecoming, not taking to your instruction, you may put this subtle threat that I will not buy you what I have promised to buy you again. I will not get you this. I will not take you out. I will not allow you to sleep in my room. These are just soft threats to the child. This sends warning to the child, and the child will take his place to go and sit and stop doing what you have asked the child not to do. This is a very good and subtle way of correcting a child, guiding, training, going the way by which you want them to. And the third way is called sending the child into a room cell. Not a real cell, so to speak, but asking the child to go to his room. Asking the child to go to the room, sending the child to his room or her room to go and be there alone. No television, no toys. The child will go and stay in the room. Sometimes they sleep off. Sometimes they stay there crying. But you shouldn't do this for too long before you recall the child back. And by the time you are relieving the child of this trait, ask the child why the child has been sent into his room cell. Ask the child, let the child tell you, do you know why I sent you to your room alone? Do you know why I stopped you from playing with your siblings? Let the child tell you, and by this, you will correct the child. So that next time, if you do this, you will go back to the room cell. Next time, if you do this, I will not buy you what I have promised you to buy. I will buy for your siblings, I will not buy for you. These are positive reinforcement in child upbringing. The negative reinforcement too are subtle why you are using it, but it's allowed you use the negative reinforcement on the child. Instead of spanking, hitting, shouting, saying hard words, using unhealthy languages on the child, you can use this. The negative reinforcement, simply, you can ask the child, withdraw that favorite toy of the child. Temporarily, you can withdraw that toy, the favorite one, from the child, not allowing the child to play for that period. Sometimes they'll cry to have it back. Sometimes they apologize. Sometimes they tell you please and please. But by the time you are relieving them of this reinforcement, let them know why you have taken that action and why you need to do it, why you need to take those action on them. That is the negative reinforcement. Majorly negative reinforcement, you give subtle traits. Sometimes you frown at the child. Sometimes some mothers reinforce in their child by looking at the child with a side look, an unpleasant look, and the child will get it that the mother or the father is saying something, that what he's doing is probably doing a wrong thing. Some mothers may make some sounds like this, calling the attention of that child to stop what he or she is doing, especially in a public place. Some parents stamp their feet on the floor to call the attention of that child. By the time the child hears the mom especially stamping her feet on the floor continuously, he will look at the mom. Then the mom will give further signs to correct the child and let the child know what he's doing is wrong, especially in a public place. That is when all these are used